Richmond, and we are in the next gen cars, and these things feel extremely weird around here.
Ready?
Car number 3 starting towards the back. Had very little practice, so I didn't want to be up front yet.
Alright, man.
60 laps. And we're gonna hopefully not spin out by ourselves. These cars have so little feel, and the 18 is just not going, but that's fine. These cars here are so weird, and I'm not good here anyway. The 12 is spinning by himself. Bunch of people just wrecking themselves.
Alright, man,
I didn't know if caution would ever come out there.
Line up single file.
People are still wrecking. Alright, well, we got that
the
taken care of. That was probably 5 or 6 people right there.
Pit road is now open.
I've been having a bit of a sore throat today, so apologies if I cough. I'm not sure why. Maybe having to talk for 2 straight hours in that 87 car race.
Catch the 6 car.
Which is kind of crazy. People pitting now. No, I'm gonna catch the pace car. Okay, it's on the front stretch. Hopefully I can pit next time. I don't want to be where this is gonna put me yet. Especially if we're gonna be wrecking out of turn 2 right after the green. We'll go ahead and turn tires off though. I'm gonna try and roll down pit road. No reason to pit except going to the back. I mean, the back is not very far away. This is a pretty small field. Should be able to get a top 10. Hopefully we'll be able to get a top 5.
You got a mic?
Yeah, I got a mic, bud.
How bad is my car?
It's gonna coast.
I'm not seeing any damage from my rear.
Alright, we'll park real quick since we got somebody on pit road behind us. Just to see the tires. And I'll just keep rolling through my pit box. Did that like 3 times in the
Go.
Thank you.
winter NIS race. Very good and fun race though that I did yesterday. The open series in that car seems to be very fun, and Daniel just gave us a freaking rocket ship of a setup.
Past the 14. Past
Me and Nick had top 5 speed. Definitely watch that one
man, we're going
if you haven't yet.
Man,
2 hours long, so we might take the full week. Just watch little bits of it. It's usually what I do to the longer ones whenever Nick posts his NIS videos. But definitely worth it. It's a very fun race. No spoilers. And hopefully we can go some green laps here.
Get ready.
I've pit and rolled down pit road, and we're still going to be close to top 10, so just need to get some green flag running. Got the damaged 8 car in front of us.
Green flag, green flag. Got one outside.
Big problem I've had
Stay low.
in my 5 or 6 laps of practice I did. I
Clear
could not
high,
get
clear
these
high.
cars to slow down for the corners. I was overdriving everything, and this guy's spinning on his own. Don't kill me.
Outside. You're clear high.
Sorry,
Clear high.
Okay. Maybe we can pull away from the guy with no nose now.
All right.
I don't think I'm going to be shifting in the corners. Everybody's just losing it. I don't think I'm going to be shifting in the corners until later. And 7 almost killed me. Like, everybody's just spinning out. What is happening? It should be an easy top 8. Top 7. Hopefully we can get a top 5. I'm just coasting as everyone overdrives it and puts too much wheel in it and tries to spin.
Taking time.
Thank you.
Need to get around the 8 if I can. Seems to be opening up the inside for me.
Stay low. Stay low.
He's just slowing down like crazy in the middle of the corner.
All clear, all clear.
And I really haven't been driving in that hard. Guy up here losing it.
Outside. All clear, all clear.
I think that's top 5 right there. So, top 5 should be pretty easy as well. If we don't get wrecked.
You're in 5th place.
At least I hope so. The leader is gone. Top 2 actually. 11 completely misses the corner.
Still there. Still there. You're in 4th. You're clear high, clear high.
Just trying not to slam the throttle down on exit. That seems to be where a lot of the problems are coming for the loose guys.
Just keep hitting your mark.
See if we can get around the 2. Don't clip the apron though. 2's losing it. Don't come back up. Jeez.
Stay high.
Thought we were dead there.
Caution is out.
And caution.
Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 10
Well,
car.
we got up to 3rd.
Catch the 1 car. Catch the 10 car. Pit road is now open.
I feel like I barely used the tires, so I guess we'll just stay out and restart in 3rd. Hopefully I get run over. We'll see what we can do. Or I'll just lead a few laps.
Catch the
That's
8
fine
car.
too. I mean, we barely did any laps on the tires there. I'll just lead a couple, I guess. Haven't led laps in a while though.
I think I should have pitted.
Plenty of time left, and there's going to be more cautions, so I'm not worried about being slow on this restart. Just hopefully I don't get run over. Don't think I will. We got some people that stayed out. I will control the green now finally, so I'm going to go early. So people have to accelerate mid-corner, and so the field gets spread out a little bit. Definitely is the best thing for a small field like this. You don't need to be having a bunch of cautions.
You can't change steering ratio mid-race, can you?
I couldn't figure out how to change steering
No.
ratio at all in this car. Like I go to the...
Used to be able to. I don't know why it lets
No.
you, but they got rid of that.
It hasn't been like that. I've never known it to be
really?
like that.
I mean, it's been years now. I think it's probably been 3 or 4 years. So you used to be able to, during your pit stop, get out.
I don't,
And then get back in
I don't remember
before
that
it
ever
stopped.
being a thing. But I looked at the garage page and I could not figure out how to change
I
the
don't know
steering
if it was
ratio.
intentional or not, but they closed that loophole.
Like there's a thing called steering pinion,
I fucked with mine and I fucked myself.
I guess, which is the steering ratio, but I don't... It was measured in like millimeters or something, and I had
Pit
no
road is
idea.
closed.
It wasn't a ratio. It was some measurement. So I have no idea on that. There's brake bias. Are the dash displays the same as they are for the... Yeah.
These cars are shaped so weird that it's hard to tell when you see damage or not.
Well, the 8 definitely has damage. I know that. I really hope
Alright, man, we're going
when
green
iRacing
next time
updates the
by.
cars,
All
they
right, man,
don't
line up
move
on the
the
inside row.
stamped number forward. I really want to keep it in the middle. They look so freaking dumb with them moved forward. I know some people think it's not too bad, but the whole balance of the car just looks awful, I think. Makes it look so long, like the rear end. And I do not like it.
Get ready.
Yeah, blah blah blah, sponsorship, more space, blah blah blah. I don't care. I want the cars to look good.
The pace car is in. Green flag, green
Big-
flag. There you go,
big
man.
run on
You're now
everybody.
the leader.
You just keep from overdriving it. We can lead for a little while. Don't get loose, or whatever this car pretends to be when it's acting loose.
Alright, man, caution is
Then
out.
we get a caution.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Pass
Honestly,
the
if we can
eight
just
car.
stay up
Pass the
front,
6 car.
have them get a bunch of cautions, we might be able to win. Well, here comes the 1 though,
Catch the 5 car.
so then maybe that's not an option.
Sorry, got tight.
Catch the 8 car.
I don't know where the pace car is. We pulled a pretty good gap there on the 11 though. I figured that would happen, but the 1 I think is going to be a lot faster than us.
Pit road is now open.
I think we'll stay out again. I feel like I haven't used these tires at all. Is my quality going bad? No. There's a little green mark there. We're just gonna go early again. Maybe wait just a bit later, just so we try to be a little bit unpredictable.
Car 6. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
But we'll see. Shouldn't be too long of a race. We're almost halfway already.
Let the 6 car by.
Just need to pull a gap at the very beginning, get a quick caution, and then just coast around, lead laps. No need to race, just boring victory. Like that would ever happen to me. And the guy behind me just quit.
Well, that works.
Okay, well,
What just happened?
They either downshifted or were messing around with the tires and they tank slapped it.
oh, they blew the engine behind me? Wow, okay.
I'm glad they all stepped forward because we probably would have all gotten a penalty if he didn't stop.
No, he would have he would have got towed.
Looked like you about drove right across your nose.
I heard his car rev up and I saw it do that snap. I'm like, oh, he's not saving that.
Oh, did he wreck behind me? I didn't even see what happened. I thought they just pulled over. I'll have to look at that. I didn't see or hear
Pit
anything.
road is closed.
I looked in my mirror and they were like on the apron. I thought they were just cooling their tires off. Weird. Now we're gonna have the 1 to our outside. See how much speed he's got. Probably more than us. The 2's gonna be right behind us as well. No, he's gonna be right behind the 1. I think those are our 2 competition cars. We'll see. We will see.
Anyone else hate the dashes on these cars?
Yeah. It's just the Gen 6 dash, like,
I
zoomed
don't
way
like
out.
how far behind, or yeah, how far back the steering wheel is.
I'm used to them now, but I kind of miss the
Alright, man, we're going
original
green next time.
gauges.
Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Which display do you use?
I use the default one where the RPM bar is on the bottom.
That's the one I like.
Yeah, I like number 2.
I'd either
I
like
used to always use the third
like
one
analog
because,
gauges or something like
I
this.
could
I
tell
don't.
if I was
The digital
overheating
gauges
the oil
look
just
funny
because
to
it
me.
would turn red. It was the easiest to see with the steering
Get
wheel on.
ready.
I know they have the circle gauges on the second setting, but I like the real gauges.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're gonna get past. No question about it. Let's go ahead and let him go.
Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear low, clear
And
low.
the 10's fast as well, I guess.
Inside. Clear low, clear low. Got one inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. All clear, all
Alright, let's
clear.
try and stay ahead of the 2, I guess. I thought it was the 1 and 2 that were pulling out ahead. Maybe it was the 1 and the 10. But yeah, they are much faster than me. They might be shifting. I don't want to shift this early. Car's just too loose. Or slidey or whatever. Alright, I guess the 2 is also going to pass us. And I'm overdriving turn 3. Gonna have to stop for tires next caution, I believe.
Inside. Stay high.
I'll give it to you if you
Go
go.
there. Clear low, clear low. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Alright, man. Halfway.
That caused
this
the
time
yellow?
out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Alright, we'll come
Sorry
get
about
pit,
that.
or
Drove
come
her
get
in way
tires.
too deep.
I think it was behind us.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Pit
Yeah,
road
it
is
was in the
now
back.
open.
He
Past
looked
the
like he
8,
touched
past
the
the...
wall.
Freaking saw that coming.
Yeah, I spun around, but I turned around and kept going. I don't know why it put a caution out.
Come get tires. Hopefully it doesn't put us too far back. Looks like we're gonna be in the back. Oh well. We got time still. Let's see what they were.
I can't hear you, but I was giving you the finger, by the way.
'91, '94. So probably some speed loss on that right front.
Alright, that's it. Go. Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. Line up single file. Catch the 9 car.
Just need to be patient. Hopefully we can drive through some people. Get back in the top 5.
Catch the 15 car.
Guys pitting. Should be faster than the 15 and the 4. Also the 16.
So hard to tell when you lose traction in these things. If you go around a few laps, it's just fine, and shit happens.
It's those damn radial tires.
Jesse, did you ever make DWC?
Nope. Negative.
What got you out of that level of racing?
Well, you got to make it through Road to Pro, and that's pretty toxic if you've ever attempted it.
Nope.
Did you shoot for Road to Pro this year?
Never have.
I haven't made a full attempt at it since 2019. That was the year I made it. I did a couple races in this year and last year, but I was out of it after like 4 races. I was so far back. I got kicked off the team I was on too, so I just gave up this year. I made it on my own in 2019 though.
It's just the time, man. You gotta have a lot of time for that shit.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Yeah, I didn't
man.
really have
Line
any
up on the
time
outside row now.
this
Catch
year.
the 4 car.
This is
Hopefully
about my
we survive
third,
this.
maybe 4th week back on the service, and it's crazy how much shit's changed.
This could be messy.
I'll say short track still race the same, but the past couple of years
Get
with all
ready.
the stupid mile-and-a-half crap, it just makes me not want to race.
Yeah. Downforce package,
Alright, man.
low power,
Pace cars
really awful.
in. Green flag, green flag.
Wonder if the 15's is the one without a nose.
You got one inside. All
Nope,
clear,
he's just
all
backing
clear.
way out of it. Ooh, the 10
Outside.
dives
You're
underneath
clear
the
high,
one.
Clear high.
16 loses it off the corner.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up.
Had to
single
really
file.
slam on my
Your
brakes
road
there. I
is
was
closed.
gonna destroy the 4. As he almost tried to cut me off mid-corner, but once we got under him, he backed off.
Sorry if I
Now
blocked you a
open.
little bit, 9. I didn't know if we were going to go 3 wide there.
Catch the 4 car.
Puts us in
Looked like we were
6th.
going to go 3 wide, so I gave a little bit of room to the bottom.
People are pitting. One person.
Yeah, this week's been a blast at short track, but I mean, Indy and Michigan, and whatever was else in between, that was rough shit.
Car 6. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Nah, I hadn't even run this car until
Let the 6 car
Thursday
by.
night.
Only get around the
Yeah,
4.
anything mile-and-a-half or bigger comes around, just don't even try it.
Seems like we have top 4 speed.
Unless they change it.
They still race okay, but you have to go a full fuel run, and it's just so frustrating for the first 20 laps that you're just draft locked.
And that is true. I was just going to say, you know, if tire fall off happened sooner, it would be better because, you know, you'd get separation. But, you know, when you come on, let's be honest, you never get a freaking 40 lap run at any mile-and-a-half in these.
No, we used to. Someone, I don't remember who it was, they took all the NIS statistics from like going back to like 2013, and the incidents per race has doubled since then, and the amount of cautions has over doubled. It's pretty much every single year increased.
That's because
Statistically,
they turned
the
every
amount of
track
wrecks
into
and
Talladega and Daytona. Like, that's all it is. That's the racing it is
It
now.
was on the forum somewhere. I don't remember who posted it, like a year or two ago.
Much easier to wreck when you're constantly next to someone.
More people on the system over the last couple of years.
I mean,
I
That's part of it, but
said
that's not-
ever
that's not the
since
full
they
thing.
got
Way to
the
go. Go get
exposure
'em.
from the COVID and when the real drivers race, they got a bunch of people and they do not I mean, I don't care if I get in trouble. They do not do anything with protests anymore. They pretty much only care if you say something like, you say something racist. You'll get banned for that, but you cannot get in trouble for dirty driving anymore.
You definitely can. For sure.
You know what I learned about this game, and it's the hardest thing to learn, is patience, and that finishing 5th is a hell of a lot better than finishing 17th, and your iRating will increase so much faster if you just take 5ths and 4ths and 7ths and not 20ths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
right,
man,
I got
we're
on here at
going
like
green. Next
15,
time,
16.
All
I
right,
wanted
man,
to do
line
one
up
thing,
on
and
the
it was
inside
win,
row.
win, win. That's all I gave a shit about. Now it's like, 10 years later, you kind of learn a little bit.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm happy with top 10s.
You should always be happy with a single-digit finish. Unless there's only a single-digit field.
Get ready.
That's what I think, anyway.
All right, man. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. You're back in 5th. There you go, man. Good job. Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Keep trying to overdrive turn 3. It's going to end up hitting the 4. Not good. Alright, looks like we got top 5. And then the guy in second spins himself.
Go high. All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is
So it
out.
looks like we got
Line up
top
single
4.
file. Pit road is closed.
This race has kind of been crappy. Hopefully we can finish good still.
Catch the 4 car.
So going down on your steering ratio on these cars makes you use more wheel input, right? That's what I'm learned.
I imagine it's the same for all
number
the
is
cars.
opposite of what it used to be. So the stop, I'm running 40 because I think you end up using too much wheel with the whatever 67.
It is all weird.
Yeah,
The setup
you
is
have
all
to turn
weird.
the wheel further with 40, but I find that you're oversteering the car with 67. You're using too much right
Car
front.
6. Got the lucky dog. Let it
Yeah.
by on the outside.
Damn, I need to learn how to drive it. Then I went to 40, and my best
Let
right now
the
is like a
6 car by. He had the
22.4, and
position when the yellow flag came
usually
out.
I can run 22.4s for 20 laps, 25 laps.
Well, he's still beating us.
Yeah, it's a balancing act though of when you want to be fast, because whether you want to be good in the long run or short run. Which apparently this car is really sensitive about. The Cup car before, it kind of didn't matter as much, but apparently the tire wear is back on this thing. Heck, I don't even think we had half the tire wear in the Cup car at Richmond at night.
I don't know, it seems like
You drive her in pretty deep here.
there's a lot.
The other night we had a green run the whole way. Some people pitted halfway, some didn't. There were people that were down to like 5% or whatever, and people were blowing tires. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
I'll say this, if you ever blow a tire from natural causes on iRacing, you're returning way too much.
People couldn't even turn there, just slamming into the walls and stuff, going right to the outside. It was nuts.
And that's the race I wanted to run. Instead, we get caution every 2 laps.
Yeah, if you ever get that bumpy feeling, everyone was always asking me what that bumpy feeling is when you have bad tire wear. It's actually a discrepancy, like a big difference between the right front to right rear. So if you ever get that wobbly feeling on the straightaway and it starts to feel bumpy, it's your right front's way more worn than the rest of the car.
It's usually what happens.
I learned my lesson that race. I pitted halfway, and I was down to like 29% on the right front, so I'm trying to be a lot smoother on entry.
Yeah, I think the iRacing Australian spotter dude, he warns you at 50, and then I think he warns you again at 25.
Yeah, some guy said something about his spotter saying something crazy or something he'd never heard before.
They should alert you when
The
they.
left front tire is wearing out.
Yeah.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Starting on the
Alright,
outside
man.
this time.
Line up on the outside row now.
Hopefully somebody spins off the corner, they just spin to the inside and don't overcorrect, but it's really hard to overcorrect these things. Well,
yeah, this car kind of reminds
on the
me
fixed
of
setup
the,
anyway, it seems like
the
that.
Gen 6 car, like in 2015.
It's hard to correct them in general.
And 14, back before it got super grippy and downforce.
Get ready.
6, you can take the high side.
Hope we go green the rest of the way. Probably won't.
The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. You're back and forth.
Oh, 2 slowed way up there.
10 to go.
10 laps to go. That 4 cutting down the middle of the corner is not going to work out. Keeps getting a better run off than me though. Maybe he's shifting. Looks like he's just giving it to me. Thankfully.
Stay low. All clear, all
He doesn't
clear.
even have a hood. What the heck? How is he so fast?
You're back in third.
Hopefully the 2 burns his tires off with the steering ratio problems he's been having, or just spins himself or something. I want to get second at least. Seems like we're catching him anyway. Just being very smooth. Not forcing it on entry or exit if I can. Check up for him there.
Got one outside. All clear.
Thought
all
I was going to
clear.
overdrive it. Thankfully didn't too bad. Kind of panicked and put way too much wheel in it. Just be smooth. Please no caution. I don't want to do more green-white checkers. The 2 has dropped off. Why am I on standings? Something happened to the 2. Wonder if he spun off the corner somewhere.
Alright, man, 2 to go.
2 laps to go. Just get us to the white flag. Just get us to the white flag, please.
All right, man. White flag at the line.
And we get second. Happy with that. Had nothing for the number 1 car.
There's the flag.
Kind of a
It's
crappy caution-filled race, but happy to
over.
get
There you
second
go, man.
at least.
Good job, driver.
Should have finished top 3, and we do. No idea how the 4 kept up so good with no hood. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. This is at the very beginning, the 12 self-spinning after clipping the apron. There's where the 4 lost his hood. 14 after he got past that, just rolling across the whole track. Don't worry about holding your brakes or anything. Same with the 8. Interesting. Probably transition from the apron to the track. Oh, wow. So it happened on the back stretch. I thought it happened on the front stretch. Right? Yeah, and then he pulls over and quits, right? Or maybe not? I don't know when he left. He's still out there. Maybe they're talking about that happening earlier. 9 is almost lost it. Oh yeah, that's when I was right underneath him. I'm on the apron trying to avoid it. The 11 just freaking straight into the 7. Never turned. 7 losing it off the corner, and then the 4 barely avoids him. The 9 hitting the wall on exit. 16 losing it. The 1, people on pit road. 4 is net coating the wall. 10's gonna clip the 5. Backs it into the wall. Otherwise he wouldn't have had any damage. On pit road. This is when he quit, right? So that's the second time he did that. And he alt F4s. I never saw that happen. Don't know what he was doing. 15's hitting the wall. This is when I was letting everybody by. 2's hitting the wall. 9 is self-spinning. Rolls across the track. Thankfully everyone misses him. And this is when I thought the 8 was going to destroy me. $16 losing it in front of me. $2 grabbing the wall. 10 losing it, can't save it. 4 dragging the wall a little bit. 2 losing it. This is what happened behind me when I got around him, and that's it. So, good race to finish this season. Might be the last one. I might do one more, we'll see. But yeah.